had to watch that movie because The Simpsons spoke of it. I think that was the movie that I had on loan from the library when COVID happened, and they said, hold on to it for a while. It's like, okay, what are you going to do? Well, now for the regularly scheduled jokes. Well, a friend of mine spoke about acronyms and abbreviations recently, and he said there was one that was memorable to him called IEP. Well, it has a different meaning for me. It was a reminder of a former job. For me, it was one that I coined, meaning involuntary entertainment project. The boss I had that former job, not far from here in downtown St. Paul, was quite aware of me being a performer, and it was a case of make me laugh funny, man. And it's like, no, I realized I made a big mistake talking about performing at the office job. I don't want to be a fun man all the time. Sometimes I need to be serious. And then there was one time where she was overdoing it, and I finally said, IEP, which meant, yeah, we have to stop being funny now. We've got real work to do. I learned a valuable lesson from that, because after I got laid off from that job and found another good one, I haven't talked about it once, and it's been over 5 years at the bank. I am willing to talk about karaoke, though. Why? Because nobody's going to ask me to sing.
Sing for us, Lyle.
Ha! Yeah, maybe here, but not there. Actually, one time we were going to do a luncheon at a place that had karaoke, but only in the evenings. And we ended up leaving that restaurant early because they said the cook didn't show up. And it's like, yeah, I guess that is a pretty big deal when we want to eat. We found another place, had to drive to another town, but we did. They still paid me for that extra time away at lunch, I guess. Yeah, there was that. And of course, sometimes, actually pretty regularly every week, I go to the Walgreens pharmacy closest to me. Of course, that's now a different one because I got moved to a different office. Yes, I leave off the S. People who know me know that about me for a while. And the most recent visit, the cashier saw my name, and then it led to her telling a story about how she dated somebody named Lyle Rasmussen, and he broke my heart. And it's like, should I get a different cashier the next time I come here? Even though she said, sorry to harass you, and it's like, I almost feel like I should. I'm not him, but I know that happens all the time with a rare name like mine, getting called Lyle Lovett in college because he had just married Julia Roberts. And I said, I have a better hair than he does. Most people do. And then I finally saw something he was in that I liked, the recurring role of Texas Ranger on Blue Bloods, the New York cop show that Tom Selleck and one of those New Kids on the Block was in.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah.
That part.
Yep. All right. Yeah. There was that. All right. And then, of course, it's state fair time. And I take a day off for the state fair because I learned from that former job with the annoying boss that when you do team building events at the state fair, it's on a weekday and it's a thinner crowd. And when I have a hard time taking time off because I like work, and it's like, yeah, I guess it's a perfect excuse to do so. It's just one day and I can find my vacation replacement. But the one thing though, pretty early in the morning, I get a text message saying, where's the Canadian check stop? Because I print checks for a big bank. And it's like, it's over there. And it's like, okay, I found it, thanks. And it's like, yeah, good thing he contacted me pretty early because I hadn't left for the fair yet. And I didn't hear from him again for the rest of the day, so it's like, yay! Any later in the day, I would have had to say, oh, sorry, I didn't see your text because I'm too busy walking around the fairgrounds and eating and especially drinking beer because the dude I attend with is a postal worker I know from meetup groups that's old enough to be my dad, and the dude likes his beer. Twice we went to the horticulture building to get flights. And when I first met him at meetup groups 9 years ago, I heard about flights. was a weird concept to me, but I guess I'm fine with it now on a choice of 4 beers that you order. I guess I'm just used to 1 beer right in front of me, but he likes trying sampling the different ones. And yeah, there were some good ales, and there were some good pilsners, and it's like, yeah, I guess that's what you do at the state fair, is do things that you normally don't do anywhere else. Well, there was that. I know as the bank employees, that means tales from the bank, like tales from the crypt. Besides taking the day off for the fair, there were stories to tell about being at the bank this week. The other 4 days I was at work. The past Monday, couldn't print most checks except the ones on a PDF file because of server issues. Always my biggest complaint about any work I've had for quite a while is IT issues, because we're so dependent on the IT. Well, it meant the next day, Tuesday, was a catch-up day where I ended up printing 10,000 checks, and I hardly ever print that many in one day. But I like knowing that I got recognition for it later in the week. A senior leader was really interested in us getting checks printed in a timely fashion so we don't get fined. I heard that when I first interviewed for the job. We don't want fines, we have to do it on time. And then that led to me getting points for congratulations, you've been recognized. And it's like, yay, because at least half the time when I get one of those, there's no points behind it. But when I get points, I like it because then I can get Amazon gift cards. So it's truly a case of put your money where your mouth is. And I guess that senior leader must have been really thankful about it, because I hardly ever hear from her, only when something big comes down. Oh, and then also in the past week, I went to the final open mic at the Corner Bar in Minneapolis, which just closed. And I heard some comics joke about looting happening. Yeah, I'm sure it probably did, because that's what you do when you got nothing to lose. And I hadn't performed there in a while. It was nice to perform there again. I go where I get stage time. So when I got it, yay. When I didn't, it's like go somewhere else. Plain and simple. The thrill of the game is to play the game, not to watch others. Well, thank you. You've all been great.
Woo!